Hey everybody, this is Scott Tomorrow, and it's time for my weekly update on things happening in and around OEA. Just want to begin by sharing a really interesting study that was released last week out of The Ohio State University. Researchers there did a very careful study of academic growth in primary age students. And in controlling for various factors, they found that students in high poverty schools learn at a rate that is statistically equivalent to students in wealthier schools. And their conclusion was that when you control for external factors, and in this particular study, they were controlling for summer learning loss, that schools are actually doing a really good job. And so as I looked at it, and I had a chance to have a conversation with the Columbus Dispatch about this, and I encourage you to check out the article. It came out on Sunday in the Dispatch, and we've been sharing it around social media. You can do the same thing. But really, there are three takeaways. Number one, our educators who are working in high poverty schools are doing an excellent job. Our members work really hard because they care about students, and that shows in the results. Number two, we know from experience, and we know from what we all went through recently, that the state report card doesn't reflect that. State report card still shows a direct line correlation between high wealth and high ratings, low wealth and low ratings. So clearly there are some flaws there. Our state report card's not measuring what it needs to measure. That A to F report card system just doesn't work. We need a better system. And then the third thing is, while the study controls for summer learning loss, we know the reality is those poverty factors are real, and they do have a direct impact on students. So we're going to continue to talk about this issue, and we are especially interested in coming up with a plan to replace the flawed A to F report card system. Be looking very soon for an opportunity to complete a survey where you can provide us some input as we develop a plan for our better school rating system to talk about what are the kinds of measures that you'd like to see, and give us your opinion about the current system. Second thing is, as you probably know, I just got back from Washington, D.C., was spending the week in a variety of meetings and trainings. And one of the things that we learned is that the 2020 election is coming up on us faster than we realize. It is time now. Before we're really talking about any particular candidates, before we're focused on parties, just to be committed to being an education voter for 2020. I'm going to send out a link so that you can take the pledge to be an education voter and talk about education issues. Share that with your friends and your family and your fellow members. And also, I want you to think about one way that you can be an education activist is by running to be a delegate to either the Republican or Democratic National Convention. We're looking to find ways to support our members who want to serve in that way. If you're interested in being a delegate, please let me know, and we'll follow up with more information. Finally, just wanted to give a reminder. Again, we're about 10 days out from the deadline for conducting delegate elections for this year's Representative Assembly. It is not too late. Please conduct your election, and we will see you next week. Thanks.